Hello, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. Hopefully today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. Monday, January 28th, the basketball schedule. We got a light NBA as we had a monster day on Monday of NBA games. And decent college schedule today. So we got quite a few things to get through. So let's get started. 6:30 Eastern time. St. John's traveling to Georgetown. St. John's currently about 3.5, 4-point favorite, depending on what book you're finding it at. Georgetown's been better than in years past. St. John's, ranked top 15 in the country for a reason. I don't know if St. John's is really going to make a run towards the Final Four, but just one of those solid teams, plays pretty decent basketball. And, they normally don't have huge nights or big off nights, but the reason, consistency for the gambler is definitely a good one. But we do like St. John's in this matchup on the road at Georgetown. We're going to lay minus 1.5 in the first half and 3.5 for the game. All right, as we get into some of the bigger games, Kentucky, Tennessee, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Obviously, a huge SEC matchup at the Vols here. 10-point line. That's a big number, right? Definitely a big number here. Tennessee obviously played really well. They did just come off a loss at Auburn. They played really tough in a game that was hard to watch. It was very low scoring. Auburn can play some defense. Kentucky will speed this game up. There will be a lot of scoring here. We really like the over in this matchup, so we're going to get Kentucky, Tennessee over 69.5 first half, 147 for the game in that one. Another SEC matchup we're on. Georgia, South Carolina. Georgia's been really, if you haven't paid attention, Georgia's been pretty solid this year. Even better when they're at home. South Carolina, coming off that year last year where they were really good, made the tournament, has been barely about around 500 so far for the year. Line keeps moving in this one, so if you want Georgia like we like them, get them now. Georgia minus 7.5 for the game, minus 4 first half. Georgia, like I said, minus 4 first half, 7.5 for the game. Now, as we get into the later games, we will come across 8 o'clock Eastern time, UCF and Kansas at Fog Allen. Kansas just comes off that double overtime beat by Houston at home. And UCF comes to town. UCF loves chucking up shots. This game should be a little bit back and forth. Wouldn't be surprised to see this game probably in the 160s and being at 153. Definitely love the over in this spot. And then the line has moved from 152.5 here in the last probably half hour or so. So just a heads up there. We do like UCF KU over 72.5 first half and over 152.5 for the game. And then we come crawling into 9 o'clock Eastern game. Oklahoma, Texas A&M, one of those new SEC battles. Oklahoma on the road. And Texas A&M. Texas A&M ranked top 15. Texas A&M, good rebounding team. They scare me sometimes when they got to put the ball in the basket. Oklahoma can excel in the scoring area. This line to me seemed a little confusing at 8.5. Thought it would be closer like 5.5. So we're going to take the additional points there with Oklahoma. Oklahoma plus 4.5 in the first half and plus 8.5 for the game. All right, then we roll to a Big 12 late showdown. As we've got Arizona State, Colorado. ASU does come off a disappointing loss. They had a 7-point lead against Iowa State on Saturday. Now on the road at Colorado here. They are getting 2 on the road. I honestly think if you want a money line upset, this is probably the one of the day we like the best, but we will take the points here just in case. Arizona plus 1 first half, plus 2 for the game. ASU plus 1 in the first half and 2 for the game. Now we'll get to that NBA slate. Like I said, it is a little light today, only 4 games, but no worries. There will be a bunch of NBA games tomorrow. Let's get started. We've got 5:30 Eastern time. 5:30 out here in Phoenix, 7:30 Eastern time. Lakers, 76ers. Lakers off a back-to-back. Anthony Davis goes for, seemed like 5,000 points last night, and the Lakers barely win on the road. And now they're at Philly. Looks like no on Joel Embiid, no Paul George, so you can see that working out well, right? As the 76ers are struggling to stay in the play-in tournament area, and the Lakers trying to make a move to be in the top 6, so they finally don't have to come from the play-in. But this one here, just player props for us, and this one is that line at 3.5. I don't know if the Lakers are on the back-to-back, a little scary there. Otherwise, I would play it. But Maxey for 30-plus points. Maxey, 4+ threes, 5+ threes. And then we'll go AD 3+ turnovers in that one there. Next game up, makeup game between the Rockets and the Hawks due to the weather in Atlanta a few weeks ago. Rockets on the road. This line's been between 5.5 and just moving to 6. Hawks have played like dog doo-doo lately. Rockets come off a monster win last night in Boston. And, like Dylan Brooks, could he have been any hotter? Jalen Green definitely struggled from the floor. Surprised to see that, but he got taken care of by his boy Dylan Brooks and Mr. Thompson, who both those guys went off and clipped the Celtics at home. If you don't know, the Rockets are like the number 2 team in the West, folks. I don't know if they're going to hold on to that 2 spot all season long, but man, they play good defense. They got a lot of shooting, can rebound the ball, play good D. They got opportunities here. A bunch of player props for us in this one as well. Being that back-to-back game, staying away from the total, playing aside. But Jalen Green, 23+ points. We think he has a bounce-back game as the Hawks don't present the defense the Celtics do. Jalen Green also will sprinkle a little bit on 30+ points. Sengun, 20+ points. Fred VanVleet, 6+ assists. Rockets over 110.5 team total. And then we'll play Jalen Green, 3+ threes, 4+ threes, and 5+ threes in this one. And then also Trae Young, 5+ turnovers. Next game up, Bucks Trailblazers. Damian Lillard going back to Portland, right? Bucks 5.5 point favorite here. 229 total in Portland. Bucks coming off the back-to-back. I still think they got more than enough firepower to beat them on a back-to-back. So we'll take the Bucks -1.5 first quarter, 3 first half, 5.5 for the game. Giannis 30+ points. Jeremiah Grant for the Trailblazers 14 points. As the Bucks still struggle with defending the 3-point line, and we expect Grant to be parked out there pretty much. Lillard 4+ threes in that one as well. One game left on the NBA board. Jazz Warriors, if you can get a read on either one of these teams, do me a favor, give me a call, because inconsistency is the only read you've been able to get on these two teams. Jazz are getting 12.5 on the road in San Francisco on that one. 229.5 total. Just a few player props for us in this one. Markkanen for the Jazz, 20+ points. Colin Sexton, 5+ assists. And Lauri Markkanen, 6+ rebounds. All right, so we just went through a ton of bets. How did you get a chance to take a look at all those bets? No problem at all. All you need to do is hit follow or subscribe, depending on the social media platform you're watching us on, and we'll show up in your follow or subscriptions tab when we drop a new episode of bets like this one. Or make life simple for yourself. Just turn on those notifications for that social media platform, and we will get a notification sent to your phone or device every time we drop a new episode of bets. Also, we went through a lot of bets. We have those available on multiple spots online, TikTok and YouTube channel pages as well at the end of every episode on YouTube. It's docs.google.com/spreadsheet, bunch of other stuff behind it. Click on that link. Once you do, go to the basketball 24-25 tab. Once you get in there, scroll all the way down to January 28th. You'll see all the bets we made, what juice we got those at, how many units we wagered, and what book we placed them at as well. Also, private Discord channel available for all of you out there interested in making money on sports wagering, being a lot more consistent. No problem at all. All you have to do is subscribe to us at TikTok for a few bucks a month. If you're wagering over $100 a month, it's definitely worth being on this Discord channel. You got myself, you got 100+ members. Not only that, we got other cappers that pop on there occasionally as well with some other sports besides the main ones we do. So feel free to check all that out. Subscribe to us through TikTok at Sports Bets for free. Once you do, we'll send you the link to the Discord and the invite to Discord so you can get on there and check that out as well. And get all the information early before we put it out for the public. That way you can get ahead of line moves, juice moves, and all that kind of fun stuff as well. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.